Morning, y'all. Today we got another build today. So last night I picked up a truck you guys might be interested in, but we're gonna hop in the old 60 and drive down here, drive down there, I guess. If anybody or you are interested in this truck, you can find it on my Patreon, link in the description. But you guys actually might like this truck. I had it captioned as the ugliest truck because it kind of is at the same time stock, but modified. It looks good. And today we are going to be just doing that, modifying it. And I plan on beating my record of the fastest and most powerful truck, which was like maybe not 3,000 horsepower, like 2,200 horsepower, I think was the most horsepower I've ever made on a truck. So today I want to beat that, and we're getting a crate motor, which is actually already ordered from a crate company that makes crate motors, and we are going to be throwing that in here, and we are planning to make this truck, hopefully, if we can. I don't know if it's even possible. 4,000 horsepower. We're gonna try the hardest, but I'm not sure. But of course we gotta start with firing her up and pulling her on into the shop. Interior, by the way. It is completely stock, so it's nothing really special. The truck was a work truck, so it's a little bit beat up, it's a little bit abused, but yeah, it's completely stock. There's nothing aftermarket about this truck. It's got mud graps on it though, so that's one really cool thing. Otherwise, yeah, it is completely stock. There's nothing aftermarket on this thing, except these tails are tinted, I guess. So I guess that's kind of aftermarket, but for some reason these tails are tinted. I think that was done by the first owner, and then the company bought it, and then now it's here. I will say, though, with this truck, this is probably some of the worst paint and all that I've ever seen. So, like, there are so many paint chips on this truck. Like, the cab is just completely done. There's no paint on that. All of the body lines are just shot. Like, there's no paint on them whatsoever. The hood, just self-explanatory. The fenders are all peeling. The doors, though, I think they must have been replaced or repainted, because these aren't touched and the bed isn't touched. So I don't know. The bumper isn't either, but the cab is just shot. I mean, there's no paint on it whatsoever. So we are going to obviously be repainting it, as we always do. Also, we are going to be ordering a brand new bumper from Bumpers That Deliver, and you can use code MWM24 and get yourself $20 off a $200 or more purchase. So this rear bumper is just screwed. This tailgate is absolutely just screwed, and then we're going to be ordering some paint from them as well. So you can get fenders, tailgates, bumpers, front bumpers. The front bumper is a little bit dented. As you can see, there's a big old, well, it's a big old dent right here, so we are going to be replacing that. I think we're just going to go with white, honestly, because this thing's going to be a race truck. We don't really need it to be all fancy. It's meant to make power. It's really not anything special. It's not going to be like the most, it's not going to be something that's super nice to look at. You know, it'll have some custom parts on it, but it's not all going to be for show. So yeah, we're going to replace everything that needs to be replaced, and we're going to get some custom headlights for it. And then these mirrors. So I'm probably going to take the mirrors off altogether, just because, you know, it's going to give it more of a race truck look, feel, I guess. So the mirrors are probably just going to come off altogether. So we really don't have anything that we need to take off right now. Yeah, we don't really have anything that we need to take off. We might be able to take off some stuff that needs to be repainted or all that. Take some of that stuff off so it's easier to do for the guys. So we are going to start by, of course, taking the mirrors off, because we don't even need those, and these are hideous. These stock mirrors are hideous, so those are going to come off, and then a couple other things if I decide I do want to take them off. Alright, so I got the first step done, which is taking all the mirrors off, and it already kind of looks more like a race truck, but it also kind of looks weird at the same time. So, for exhaust systems, you obviously can't go without either a hood stack or a bed stack. I don't really know about a cat stack. I don't think it's going to look very good. So, we're just going to go with a hood exit exhaust on this truck. So, with this already being so beat up, I'm just going to take the hood off right now and cut the hole, put the exhaust on, and then we can take the tip back off, and then we can have them repaint the hood. So that way we don't have to get a bunch of different hoods and then repaint them and all that mess. So we are going to do that next. And then for wheel setups, we are going with drag race slicks, because there's really nothing else you could go with. We are going to get a full traction bar kit from Flight Fab, because this thing's probably going to skid all over the place, considering the fact we're aiming for 3,500, 4,000 horsepower. and it's going to be very, 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 very hard to do. So we are going to spend so much time on this truck. I do need to order a ton of parts. I'm going to go triple turbos, biggest injectors I can get, biggest triple turbos I can get as well. I'm going to get the biggest intake manifold, best. I'm not even going to go with an intake on this thing, obviously, if it has triple turbos. Biggest intercooler, like every single part on this truck is upgraded. We went with the biggest crate motor, or that's rated for the most power. So this truck is going to be up there in power, that's for sure. So with that being said, we are going to get the hood cut and get the hood stack installed. Alright, and the hood stack is in, as you guys can see, so we'll end up taking that tip off before we take it back down to paint, or down to paint, because obviously they're going to have to take it off, and it's just more for them to do, so we're going to be nice and just take it off for them. And then I'm really not feeling good about this big old bumper gap. It looks kind of stupid, so I think we're just going to go ahead and put an LED bar in here that functions, or one that doesn't function. Probably, honestly, with this truck being a race truck, I'm not going to wire up the headlights, so if we do put an LED bar down here, we could probably make it work so that way you can actually see if we are racing at some point, or doing something at night where we can't see or there is no lights. So we are going to probably end up putting an LED bar down here just to fill in that gap, and it's going to look 10 times better. Also, I have bumpers and bumpers that deliver coming, as I said. So we got the front bumper that's going to get replaced, and then we got the rear bumper as well, and then we have a tailgate on this truck that is going to come. But we are probably just going to put the tailgate, we're not even going to put the tailgate on, we are just going to put it in the behind the seat of this, or no, in the bed, more than likely, just because they're going to have to take it off again to repaint it. So we are just going to, throw that in the bed, so, I don't know. Yeah, well, next, we are going to take this thing on down to paint, and then we'll proceed from there, I guess, and get the rest of all the motor work done, because that's going to be a nightmare. Alright, just waiting all the parts from bumpers that deliver to get here. Actually forgot that they were already painted the color that we went with, which is white, so they are just going to sit up there once I get them, and then we'll install them once we get the truck back from paint. And I did have this spare LED bar laying around, so it just literally barely fit. Like, I had to cut just a barely part of the bumper to get it to install. This side, I also had to cut just a tad bit to get the thing in, which this is a spare bumper, I guess, now, so it doesn't really matter if it gets damaged or not. It doesn't look horrible at all, so I'll probably end up just trimming the actual corner of the LED bar instead next time, which would have probably been a smarter option the first time around. But it is what it is, I guess. So next, we're going to take it down to paint. I'm going to have to drive the 6.0 back up here and get my white truck and hook it up to my trailer so I can bring it down to paint, and you guys will see it when it's done. Alright, so I'm rushing to get the 6.0 pulled in right now. It started downpouring out of absolutely nowhere. Luckily, I got the white truck, or the race truck, in the shop just in time before it started raining. Otherwise, this paint would have been absolutely ruined by the storm. So, here it is. It's white, like I said. It's a white truck now, like I said, is going to be white. We color matched the grill, repainted everything, obviously, and we color matched the rear bumper, got the tailgate on from Bumpers That Deliver. All this is from Bumpers That Deliver, so we got that on, and now we have some headlights that are going to be installed on this thing, and then we have a couple of other things, like an air dog. We have the crate motor sitting in the crate still up there, and then we have all of the motor parts that are going to be a part of this build, like O-dogs, so all that. And yeah, we have a ton of work ahead of us, so we're going to start with the headlights. You guys will get to see the headlights. I'm not going to record any of the motor work. There might be a few cuss words thrown in there, so don't need to record that. And yeah, we are going to get these headlights installed real quick. Alright, and it is still downpouring out there. We got the headlights installed, and then we got, what else did we install? Why did I forget what we already installed? We installed one other thing on this truck. We got the headlights in. What else did we put on this truck? I know we put one other thing. I'm pretty sure, at least. I don't even remember what else. Oh yeah, Tanya cover. Tanya cover to help with the airflow of everything. It's a hard top, so it's not going to flap or anything like that. Next, we have all of the motor work, which is just not looking forward to, and I'm usually one to like motor work. We are going to have to end up pulling the entire motor out of this thing, so we're probably just going to end up lifting the cab, obviously. It'll probably be a little bit easier, have to move the 6.0, and then we'll pull the motor, put the new everything in, and it should be done, and then we are going to run the old wheel getter. At this point, it goes and gets all the wheels, because that's what I drive to go get the wheels. We're going to go get the wheels on that thing. I still need to go pick them up there. We're going to go pick them up from the factory, the weld wheels, drag slicks. So, we are going to start all of the motor work. I am not real excited, but, you know, it's got to get done. So, I have my employee coming to help me out, so that way I don't throw too many wrenches at the 6.0 over there, because she didn't do anything. So, we are going to get this knocked out. Alright, and all of the motor work is done, and it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. We obviously got the air dog installed as well on the old truck, if we got all the motor work done. Of course, we do the air dog in. So, yeah, that was a long time. All the rain has passed, obviously. It was like, it took us like a couple hours to get everything installed. It was, with 2 guys, it wasn't as bad, especially one that knew more about what he was doing. So, all that is done, so we can move the handy dandy toolbox to the side. Oh wait, we gotta put it back over here, because we need to go get the wheels. So we're gonna go get the wheel getter, and go get the wheels. Alright, and we got more rain expected in the forecast. You can see the rain clouds already starting, so I moved the 6.0 into the garage so it doesn't get rained on again, because I'm trying to keep the paint nice and clean, because look at that paint from Bumper Set Deliver. Look at that sparkle. Anyways, wheels are installed, and this thing officially looks like a race truck. So obviously these are pretty wide wheels, but they don't stick out very far, which makes it look even more like a drag truck. So this truck is not officially done. No, it is not officially done. We still have some work that we need to do. What is that work, you may ask? Traction bars. Because with this, and then if we look up that, and then we got in here behind this grill, it's going to wheel hop like crazy. So, we have some Flight Fab traction bars that we are going to get installed on this thing. I need to pull my welder over here, because it's going to require some of that old welding. So, we are going to get these installed real quick, and they're already powder coated as well. We got some powder coated parts, like shocks and stuff that we're going to throw on this truck. So, we're going to do that, get that knocked out real quick. And we got the Flight Fab track bars installed. So we got the front ones in, we got the rear ones in on both sides. So they are powder coated. A very nice sparkle powder coat. So that means the build, yes, is officially done. So is it completely done? No, but it is done for this video. So we still have the stock transmission in this truck, and 4,000 horsepower motor and a stock transmission are not gonna like each other very much. So that means if I drive this truck, I have to drive it extremely carefully, and I cannot step on the gas pretty much at all, because it's just gonna obliterate the transmission. So we are gonna drive it very lightly. I mean, I'm barely even gonna step on the gas. Out, drive around a little bit, make sure everything works, and hopefully we don't hit a bump and accidentally floor it and have the transmission grenade itself. So let's give it a shot, pull her out. Okay, so the truck started, it starts fine, runs fine, everything. So it definitely sounds, holy crap, that was 5,000 RPM. That's not good. My gauge might not be 100% accurate, because there's no way that was 5,000 RPM. But the truck is doing what it's supposed to so far. I am just barely on the gas. I'm just barely inching this thing forward. I mean, I'm barely even touching the gas right now. I can barely feel the pedal even moving. So yeah, we're going. The truck is actually, it's definitely louder. You can definitely tell that it's not the same motor. You can tell it's got a different tone to it, so it's not the same motor. It's not stock, that's for sure. She's rumbling a little bit. But yeah, it is definitely not a stock motor. You can tell this thing is modified. You can tell it's definitely different. So yeah, we're going to pull her back in the garage just because we confirmed everything is working. We do not need to confirm that the transmission doesn't work in just a second. So we are going to stop her there. And once we get the transmission in, we're going to go dyno it. I am actually going to probably install a transmission here if I can get it ordered. Hopefully in the next 2-3 days, as long as I can get it ordered and sent here in that time frame. And it might take me a couple days to edit this video, because I already got a bunch of videos pre-recorded, so I'll probably have the transmission in by then, and I'll probably have the dyno numbers in by then. So I'm pretty confident we'll at least get the 3,000 horsepower mark. I'm hoping for at least 3,301, because we got 3,300 horsepower, I think, in one of my trucks. So I'm hoping that we get at least 3,301. So with that being said, that is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we can remake another video with this truck and just have a ton of fun with it, do burnouts, spin the tires, once we get the new transmission in there and it won't grenade itself. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I already really enjoyed this build. This build is really fun to do, not as much of a pain in the butt as I thought it was, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Me and It's Optic are racing to 10k subs, so you could be the reason me and him hit, or me, I hit 10k subs first. So, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Love you, bye.